Welcome to Not That Girl Anymore, part of the Liminal Network. I'm your host, Dawn Bouillon. This is more than a podcast, it's a sisterhood. We're reclaiming our voices, our worth, and our lives, one story, one truth, one brave step at a time. Hey, friends, welcome back to Not That Girl Anymore. I'm your host, Dawn Bouillon, trauma therapist and coach, and the founder here of Embrace Your Brave. And today I am super excited about this conversation and this guest that I've been looking forward to because today I get to sit with Melissa Bowen, who is a licensed professional counselor and supervisor and the founder here of the Authenticity Center. And Melissa, my heart has just been drawn to you from the moment we met. You know,
It was a good pairing, yes.
yeah, you just are like this light that every time you're just kind of that person like brightens up the room when you
Mm,
when you walk in and like here at the office. So I am also at the Authenticity Center with Melissa. So I get the joy of being a part of that community that you are creating over there. And I just have to tell you, like, this space just feels so safe and so cozy and so welcoming. And not every counseling space is like that, you know?
well, that
It's
means a lot, Dawn. I think we've all, one, thank you for all that. I mean, words of affirmation is my love language, but I
good.
appreciate your sincerity there. And
Yeah.
I think we all work hard for that feeling. So I'm glad that that resonates too. So thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. And just the name of this place, the Authenticity Center, right? It just fits. It just draws me like right to it because of the authenticity of it. So I just want to give everybody kind of an opportunity to know you a little bit better, Melissa. Like, just tell us a little bit about you and how you kind of got into this work,
Mm.
and actually a little bit more about what it is you are passionate about, because I don't think I said that as much.
Loaded questions at like where to begin. So how I guess how I got into the work, um, counseling itself is a second career for me. I was in restauranting for 20 years. Just started bartending when I was 18 and um, went to different restaurants, event planning, and moved to Seattle for a while. And when I moved back to New Orleans, I was working for Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, the corporate office. And then
Okay.
the day after Hurricane Katrina hit, they
Mm.
moved our jobs to Florida. And so I was at a crossroads where I was like, what do I do now? Do I stick with the restaurant industry, this great job that I had, or would I look at something else? And so I did. I got counseling and coaching myself and pivoted. And I was 38, went back to school when I was 39 years old because I found
Okay.
of all the things that I loved and was good at, my natural instincts and things that I wanted to do ended up being counseling. So got the master's and then started into private practice. So then,
Okay. Wait, hold on. Let me ask
okay,
you. So you went through Hurricane Katrina?
yeah, I'm from New Orleans. My whole family is there,
Wow.
and so I had just gotten married and had my husband and I have a house. He had a house here in Lafayette, but I was
Okay.
also living in New Orleans with my mom. And
Wow.
all of my sister and my mom both lost all of their belongings and the houses and my cousin. So fortunately, we had the house in Lafayette. So when it happened, a bunch of my family came here. They ended up having to put their kids in schools here, stayed here for months to a year before we could actually, get everybody back into New Orleans. But yeah, I am
Yeah.
one of those who will always say pre-Katrina, post-Katrina, or remember when, or
Yeah.
mhm, it
And
was
that
a
was a major crisis.
mhm.
Is that when you kind of shifted into like help mode or what was that? Or I need help. Was that a crisis for you?
Yeah, and we but didn't know it at the time. What was weird that I know now when I talk about it now,
Yeah.
um, we talk about it support systems in mental health.
Mhm.
Like you need your support systems. You go to your friends, your family, the people when you need
Yeah.
help to unburden yourself. But
Right.
for that, it was almost impossible because everyone was going through the same thing. It's like,
Wow.
I don't know what to say about your kids or your house. I'm trying to figure out where to put my kids in school, and I don't know where we're going to live. And do I even have pipes for plumbing now? Or, there's no lights on my
Yeah.
street. Or, yeah, so that was a weird time. But when I know
Wow.
now the skills of resilience, I can see them
Mhm.
in play, and I teach them very personally and differently now, in all honesty.
Okay. Okay.
Resilience being problem solving, leaning
Mm.
on your support system, asking for help. Um, so yeah, when I see that whole season, I see so much mental health care and issues at play, but it was a wild experience.
Like a life-changing
Hmm.
experience.
Hmm.
Life-changing.
For my whole family and me as an
Wow.
individual.
Wow. So that kind of led to you said you getting help and then deciding that you wanted to be a helper?
Well, and it really interesting. It wasn't really about my experience about Katrina that led to me wanting help, even though like I ended up really needing it because of some experiences in that Katrina season for me.
Yeah.
But it was because I lost my job.
Okay.
I lost a very good job, and now it's like I don't know what to do now. I didn't want to run a restaurant. I didn't know what kind of career was going to be next, and so
Mm.
I had to go into self-exploration or what's the evolution. My next
Yeah.
evolution.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't going to be restauranting. So I got counseling there, and I
Okay.
realized, oh, this is what I like to be, a resource for people, a helper. And
Yeah.
so what can I do that allows me to get paid for that
Yes.
and feel
Okay, so
fulfilled? Yeah.
so tell us what happened next.
So interesting. So now that I'm in it, now it's like 16 years.
Yeah.
Um, it does feel like a natural calling for me. I love what I do. I love developing people in the profession. I love
Mm.
it. I'm a pure advocate for people taking care of themselves and their mental and emotional health. Um, I never had a calling before. You know how like people say, "Oh, I can't wait to be a teacher. Can't wait to be a
Yeah.
nurse. Can't wait to be a mother." And I never had any of that, and I always wondered why. Why don't
Yeah.
I? Or I was envious of people who did. But
Hmm.
now that I've landed here, I
Yeah.
feel I feel settled here.
Yeah.
And I love it. So
And
I,
it it just oozes out of you too, Melissa.
well,
It does.
and thus is also part of my boundary problem, Dawn. We can talk about that later. But there's a people pleaser. I'm in recovery, is what I say, or
Yes. Yes.
the
Same.
natural nurturing. So I have learned the art of embracing some of my natural gifts, including being sensitive, which used to be too sensitive, or all the
Mm.
emotions that, man,
Okay.
I'm a big rolling ball of walking emotions. Now
Mm.
that I know how to honor that,
Yes.
take care of it, then I don't kind of live as a mess out from it. So yeah, so it
I
does feel
meant that
kind of
in a
natural.
really good way, though. I meant
I do too. I do
that.
too. I do too now. I can't say
Yeah,
that I always knew that or understood it or appreciated it. And I think that's why I
yeah.
have made it my personal mission to help people learn,
Mhm.
understand, appreciate, and honor who they are naturally, authentically, and figure out
Mhm.
what's healthy, productive, satisfying for them.
Yes.
Because I believe that's where a fuller life is. That's why I make it my mission there.
Yeah. It's like you experienced it for yourself.
Hmm.
You're like, wait, this works. And but it
Hmm.
has to be authentically me,
Hmm.
which
Not
is
what
true
somebody
for
else thinks should me be. Hmm.
exactly.
Hmm.
Which is true for everyone else that comes into your office.
Agreed. And
And
really, I
that
think everybody in the
everybody in the
world.
world. Yeah,
Hmm.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So tell us about the authenticity piece. I know you have some training with Brené Brown, who I love.
me
Tell us
too.
tell us more about that. How did you get into that? What does that mean to you?
Yeah, her work truly changed my life. So,
Yeah.
in 2014, she had just kind of come on the scene, like with visiting Oprah, and she wrote a book called I Thought It Was Just Me.
Mhm.
And I just kind of resonated with the things that she was saying. It's like, why do I feel like not enough? And all these things that I'm doing to help me feel better about myself. So I took one
Yeah.
of her online classes, Courage Works at the time.
Hmm.
And then it just kind of, all the work just started resonating. And I saw this whole connected online with a whole population of people who were doing the same work. I thought, oh my gosh, this is fascinating. Because you really do think it's just me that feels this way. I'm the only one that
Right?
struggles with this. And we do
Yeah,
believe that.
it's true.
But so then she put out a call for trainers, and then I was like, I am all in. So I am
Wow.
one of her trainers. And there's kind of a long story because the certification has changed a little bit last year, but a
Okay.
certified Daring Way facilitator. So we're trained in
Mm.
the Daring Greatly model of shame, resilience, vulnerability, and courageous action. So
Wow.
I'm able to do small groups. And I teach from her research, which changed
Hmm.
my life. So I'm open to sharing that with everybody else.
Yeah.
So, to the authenticity piece, when I got into a position to have an agency or even just more people than just me, in all
Yeah.
honesty, I started with an intern and I thought Wendy needs to work for somebody other than Melissa Bowen, LPC, LLC. So
Mm.
I was like, what,
Hmm.
if anything, would represent an agency that would have?
Yeah.
And as long as the name is, and as hard as it is to say sometimes, authenticity was the what came up. The domain name was available, and thus the Authenticity Center was born.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I love that. I
mhm,
love that. It draws me in like easily. And I'm like, it just feels like safety. Because
mhm,
the safest space I've ever been is my authentic self, you
mhm.
know? Um, Brené Brown has meant a lot to me too. I remember when her vulnerability
The TED
YouTube
Talk.
thing
Mhm,
went like viral. And then I just remember it like made so much sense to me. But what I appreciated so much about her is she's a researcher. So
mhm.
it's not
She's
like
not a
she's just,
counselor.
yeah, I
I don't know
know.
if people don't know that she's actually not a counselor. She is a licensed clinical social worker, but she does research. She's actually never done
Yeah.
psychotherapy and counseling, but it's research.
And it was just for some reason that angle was just like, wait, this is like facts,
Hmm.
like this is,
Evidence-based research.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, on vulnerability, which was like a no-no word, you know,
Hmm.
or nobody talking about shame, but everybody experiencing shame.
Hmm.
So what would you like if you would just give us like a little bit of insight into like the main message or the main thing that she teaches or that you teach? What would that be?
Yeah. So, and can I give a caveat here first, a little
Yeah,
bit too?
sure.
So, as we know, like as research keeps researching, as people keep doing research
Yes.
and learning more about things,
Yeah.
there's a great piece that is evolving out of what some of her research lacks.
Okay.
And that is
Interesting.
there's a concept that her research didn't fully embrace the people of color, what their
Mm.
journey is through vulnerability and specifically, and through what acts of courage mean. So,
Wow.
I'll put a little pin in that. So her research teaches that we all have a common feeling, the common humanity feeling of shame, like the feeling that I'm not enough. And
Yeah.
whether you acknowledge it or not, sometimes we're all dealing with it on some level, whether we deal with it from a trauma that has come to us, that has happened to us, or
Hmm.
kind of it's a natural instinct sometimes. And we cover it and we numb it and we act out from it if we don't know what it is by things like drinking, drugs, shopping, people pleasing. Hypervigilance,
Yeah.
perfectionism, a bunch of things that we're doing to cover that feeling or to assuage that feeling. And so
Mm.
then the research shows that shame resilience requires us to know that I might be triggered by something, to
Hmm.
speak it, give it language, like identify it, and then start to share it by giving it words or sharing my story. By sharing my story,
Mm.
I assume ownership of it, and by ownership, I start to integrate shame or that feeling into who I am, and by that, it diffuses the power of shame gremlins, so that we can
Wow.
act differently from the same. instigating feeling. So
Hmm.
by a really small example, like if you get somebody messages you or you see a comment to you on Facebook that's a little snarky and you just get a little twinge of like, what did they mean by that? And now
Yeah.
you are off in a world like, what if they
Oh,
don't
yeah.
like me? What if they're not going to give me business or all these shame-led things? And so I'm gonna,
Mm.
I'm gonna I'm going to go get another certification, or I'm going to say something mean, or I'm going to, now I want to go shop and, do some Instagram, Amazon cart therapy. Um,
Yes.
but now that I know when people can learn, oh, that is a shame trigger in me, then I
Mhm.
can go say it, speak it, give it some language, and I know what
Yeah.
it is, and go get some support around it. Now I'm responding the same thing in a healthier way.
Mm.
So that's in a very nutshell of a pattern and path that anybody can take. But so
Okay.
this, the people of color, what I've read and the research and some other people that I follow who also really appreciate her research,
Yeah.
is then encouraging courageous action of being yourself,
Mm.
has different threats and risks to every population. And the people of color have a different threat and risk that her
Yeah.
research may not fully cover. And so
Okay.
vulnerability and has to come from the person in their safest place, where whatever that
Mm.
looks like. And then to be courageously you also is going to have its own risks. Like
Yeah.
you said when we started, you feel safe here, and that's
Yeah.
beautiful because we can be ourselves around people we feel safe with. And
Yeah.
everyone's going to feel safety in a very different way, and it's important that individuals can learn to
Mm.
honor that. um,
Yeah.
to learn where you can be vulnerable in a safe way, where you, and that it's risky, but where you can be courageous,
Mm.
in a manner that honors and protects you regardless.
Yeah.
So it's kind of loaded and,
Yeah.
heavy, but
Well, Melissa, that's one of the things I'm actually really passionate about too, and just being mindful of as white women, the experience of our Black sisters, or like at Embrace Your Brave, my a quote is behind every face is a story,
hmm
and just starting there. People have a different story. People have a
hmm
different experience, a
hmm
different culture.
hmm
And so I think this is really such an important uh, conversation and realization when we're trying to help people. We have
but
to honor where they've come
where
from.
they are, yeah, where they are,
Yeah,
not where we think they should be or what we think our understanding of where they are is.
right.
um, is to truly let someone tell their story, not my version of their story.
Yeah. So the limitations with this that I guess we have discovered or found is it's not culturally um the same or
hmm You might not apply it in all the same way in
yeah,
all situations. It has to be applied culturally appropriately.
appropriately. Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
word I was looking for.
yeah. And she
Um,
is to talk about Brene Brown. She is furthering the research to do that,
okay.
not just in other demographics, but in corporate settings also, which I appreciate
Okay.
the vulnerability and courage piece coming out into the business world.
Yeah. So would you say that one of the things for us to be aware of is their place of safety? Like how they would actually feel safe or not safe is a lot
hmm
different than ours, or
And not just assume it's different, but to find out.
to listen, to ask
hmm
the
hmm
questions, to get to know their experience and
hmm
just open up that curiosity and be
Lead with
part of,
curiosity.
yeah, be part of making the change. Like,
And that curiosity piece that allows for vulnerability because then the other person doesn't believe that I'm judging or assessing or going to manage the other side. So
yeah.
if I lead with curiosity, now I'm just learning about you. That
Mm-hmm.
allows you to be vulnerable because there's no judgment on the other side. And then that person can own their story. And now we're connecting on something real and authentic. And I fully believe that that is where the magic of all life is when we can connect on real and genuine and authentic things, even if we're completely different human beings.
Yes, yeah. It's almost like entering into their world,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and helping them make sense of,
As
because
counselors, for sure.
yeah, yeah, because everybody makes sense in their story.
Mm-hmm.
But if we don't take the time to know the story, you know, and then if they've never had the opportunity, well, I know for my people, when they come sit on my couch and I ask them, okay, well, tell me who you are, there's like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't
Because
know who
we
I am.
we really don't take the time to do that, like any of
Yeah.
us ever. We're too busy raising kids, trying to do the work to pay the bills, and the
Mhm.
hustle and grind culture, especially here in the United States.
Yeah.
We're the perfectionism and the hustle is rewarded.
Yeah.
Hypervigilance, the
So true.
overworking, overfunctioning, it's so rewarded. It's like, oh, they're a great worker. They'll do everything for you. God
Yeah.
forbid anybody take a nap, or just
True.
take a break. It's like, oh, must be nice, and not that
Yes.
anybody says that to me because they know I know, yeah, it's nice. A nap is nice. I'm all for it. Um,
Yes.
but we don't. Yeah, we're all just doing, so busy doing. We miss the being. We miss the being
Yes.
part.
Yes. I actually just released a podcast this morning on how we normalize what
Mm-hmm.
harms us and we
Mm-hmm.
stigmatize what heals us, you
Mm-hmm.
know? And so we've normalized kind of that people-pleasing, perfectionistic,
Mm-hmm.
driven drive culture, disconnected from yourself, disconnected from each other, just
Mm-hmm.
like, and even praise it, even to
Yeah.
the point where we kind of like, we expect it. So we don't even see what's wrong with it, the
Yeah.
harm in it.
Yeah.
And then we stigmatize what actually would help us,
Mm-hmm.
like a nap, right? Or like therapy, or like medicine, or whatever that is. Like, I'm like, wow, the system has really kind of set us up to keep us unwell.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the other part of that is we're the only ones that can do something about it.
And we have to know that something's off, honor that something's off, and be willing to take the time or make the time to go in and examine it.
Yeah.
Like what is going on with me so I can figure out what I need to move forward in a healthy direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. So, um, tell us a little bit more about kind of what you're passionate about. Like what do you love about your work?
My work, I love it when people do get insight into themselves,
Hmm.
that allows them to set boundaries. I love talking boundaries. I could talk boundaries forever. Um, but I love it when they get new insight to themselves and a little bit more agency, as to use a counseling word, but just a little bit more
Hmm.
empowered. Because when someone knows a little bit more about really what makes them tick and honor that, then we're not really as thrown off when other people are honoring themselves. When I'm
Yeah.
grounded, it doesn't bother me when you're off doing whatever, because if you being you really throws something off about me or is unhealthy for me, then I'm grounded
Hmm.
enough now to set a very healthy boundary
Right.
where we can be in a perfectly fine relationship, but that doesn't mean I invite you to Sunday dinner. And I'm
Yeah.
okay with that. Or I've learned how to say no to things or a healthy yes to things. So I love being able to teach that to anybody who will listen
Hmm.
to it for themselves. Because I spent couple things. Like I've spent a lot of my life, I've had some big situations where I lost myself completely for
Yeah.
pleasing other people, and it took a while to recover from that.
Amen.
Yeah, and because I'm still who I am still
Hmm.
going to get tripped up, but I practice the things more quickly. I have more muscle memory because I know these things more readily.
Yeah.
Um, so we're always going to get tripped up about things, but it's just better when you just have the tools in the tool chest to pull
Yeah.
out when you need them.
So, can you talk to us about boundaries? Because I also love boundaries and I
Hmm.
also think that it's a game changer.
I agree. I think it starts with you have to know that you are worth them first.
Yes. When I first learned about boundaries, I didn't know I was allowed to have any. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, I didn't know I was allowed.
Yeah, to set limits or to say, no, this is my responsibility and this is not. But I also think we teach them a little bit erroneously now, or we understand them erroneously right now. We
Mm,
use them as, most people use them as threats or punishment or discipline or control. Like when I
mm.
say, I'm going to set a boundary so that I can control someone else's behavior. But that's not
Okay.
really accurate. I like to say that
Yes.
boundaries equals behaviors, meaning my behavior.
Yeah.
Boundary is my behavior. Everything else is a request.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to make a request of some behaviors, like on a simple term is, please don't email me after 6 o'clock, or
Yeah.
don't text me after 9. Um,
Okay.
or, if you're talking with family, let's not talk politics at the dinner table, or,
Mm-hmm.
please stop feeding my kids ice cream when you babysit, um, but a true boundary is I'm going to make the request. Please don't text me after 9 o'clock. But a
Mm-hmm.
boundary is after 9 o'clock, I don't answer texts.
Right.
So now I'm protecting. A boundary is to protect and salvage something, like
Mm.
just like your fence line, your
Yeah.
yard. I
Yeah.
don't cut your grass. I don't allow you to throw garbage in mine. And this boundary line is what sets that delineation.
Yes.
And so if I know that, then the boundary is to protect what I want to salvage: my time, my sanity, my peace of mind, my intellect, my whatever, my
Mm-hmm.
money, what I say yes to and what I don't. So my
Yes.
boundary is my behavior. If my boundaries if you start to get up to my limits, here's what I'm going to do.
Yes.
And that's what I do to protect. So if you keep asking for money, here's my limit so that I can protect my own wallet.
Yeah.
If we do start talking about politics, I'm going to either ask that we change the subject, or I may leave the table, or I may leave
Mm-hmm.
the house.
Yeah.
That's my limit. And it will
Yeah.
still protect my relationship with anybody as I'm protecting myself. But I
Yeah.
have to know that I honor that first. So it's
Yes.
not selfish.
Right.
It is not, it's all me first. It's, I'm going to honor me so that I can fully love and honor you 100%.
Yes. Beautifully said. Yeah.
Thank you.
Like I say, it's how you love other people and yourself
At the same
at the
time.
same time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's like, and the truth is, I find we can't really love other people in a healthy way if we're not loving ourselves
Mm-hmm.
first, right? If we don't have those boundaries in place that are love to us.
Yeah.
That,
And there might be some strings attached that we don't even really know that we're kind of operating from.
yeah. And I think to even be in that place, we have to know that we matter.
Mm-hmm.
You matter is kind of the beginning of thinking that you deserve to have boundaries, you know?
And sometimes yeah, like I know I learned it kind of the hard way. A while, like 25 years ago, I was in a very unhealthy relationship. I lost myself.
Hmm.
Um, to keep the relationship.
Yeah.
Now we have since done a lot of healing and a lot of forgiving, so I talk way more friendly about it
Yes.
than I did before. So I'm using very
I can appreciate that.
careful
Yeah.
words, I guess.
Yeah.
But I lost myself. The
Yep.
woman I became, I would have, no one would have ever thought that I would have left my family and alienated my friends the way that I did for a
Wow.
relationship.
Oh, yeah.
And so I learned a lot from that, that
Hmm.
ultimately I did it for self-serving reasons, like for security and affirmation and all
Yeah.
the things. But
Yeah.
so when you learn about it, I had to know that it was okay for me to stand up for myself, that I was worth that. I
Hmm.
was valuable enough and worthy enough to say, I don't like this, or I don't want this, or this is not okay for me. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know how you learn that in advance of being challenged by it, but
Mm.
sometimes we have to learn it the hard way, and then it becomes wisdom. And I do believe it's wisdom for me now.
Yeah. And I want my four girls to learn it a hell of a lot sooner than I did.
And you don't want them to learn the hard way. But honestly, think back on when you were young, when people
Yeah.
are telling you all these things, and it's like, yeah, yeah, sure, sure. I don't
Yeah.
know how it can become wisdom until you have to apply it.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know this about me. I was in a 22-year relationship. It took me a long time to learn, but when I look at that and I see where I was, there was no me
Hmm.
in the relationship. Like more and more over time, it was about trying to please the other person, or trying to fix the other person, trying to heal
Hmm.
the other person
Hmm.
was
Hmm.
was more true for me,
Hmm.
thinking, oh, that's such a good thing to do, or that's my
Hmm.
responsibility, which I think is part of our conditioning and deeply connected to how we grew up and our childhood and what we learned. And, for me, I think survival was self-abandonment. And
Hmm.
so because that was just part of how I learned, then I just stepped right into a marriage where
Hmm.
that fit, you know?
Hmm.
And then for 22 years, I became a mom. And, so being a
Yeah.
mom, everything is about serving everyone else,
Yeah.
but completely lost me.
Hmm.
I don't even recognize myself when I look back. I look back on pictures and I'm like, who is that?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? But I think that this is something that so many women can relate to.
At any age and stage, so that you know that it's
Yeah.
never too late to also say, I wonder where I am in this, and
Yeah.
then to start doing some work immediately to
Mm.
figure out who I am first and how do I fit in this if I even want to anymore. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's never too late. Start today, right?
Right. Amen, sister.
Start today. Um, so we've kind of talked about it a little bit, but why do you think people are so um afraid of authenticity?
Oh, because it's risky. It is hella risky.
Yeah.
We risk judgment, alienation. I mean, at our core, if you think like, prehistoric, if anybody stood out from the pack, I mean, really think like
Mhm.
animals, then you were the one that got picked off. You were the one that
Yeah.
got eaten.
Yeah.
This is actually an example I gave in, I did a TEDx. I did a TEDx talk, and this was the
Oh,
example. But it's like, whenever somebody stands out, it's like, well, look at that.
mm,
Even if somebody's quiet, that is authentic. It's not just like somebody stands out, but like, can I
yeah.
honor the fact that I'm quiet, or I'm not the one that shines out here or is boisterous here, but I'm just being myself, whatever that looks like.
Yeah.
It's risky, and so that alone is vulnerability.
Mm,
But the thing about risk is it could go either way. It could go poorly where judgment and ridicule or ostracizing happens,
yeah.
but then that will also tell us who are safe people, who are people we want to be in relationship with or not. The
Yep.
other side of that risk and that we take is, here I am being myself, whatever that means. And
Hmm.
then I find people who honor it, who respect it, who protect it and love it,
Yep.
or relate with it. Now I can find belonging,
Mm,
whether that's at work or in my leisure time or personal, intimate relationships. So it's worth the risk because that sense of belonging gives us a strong sense of ourselves too. But we have to
yeah.
start with relating as ourselves first. So authenticity is risky just inherently, just to be
Hmm.
ourselves.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's so interesting. Um, it's like that's a cost that I refuse to pay again is losing me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I
Mm-hmm.
have found going through with a divorce in the Christian world is a pretty lonely
Mm-hmm.
experience, but it was actually me choosing me to get out of that. And even though it's been lonely and I have, lost a lot of people in this process, especially in talking a lot about abuse and things like that, that people just really aren't comfortable talking
Yeah.
about and want to turn a
Yeah.
blind eye to. But it's almost like, but I have me.
Mm-hmm.
And I would not trade that ever again.
Yeah.
I
And
just would not.
now you can find other community
Yes.
who give you space to belong as you and not compliance you, or
Yes.
perfect you, or yeah, you belong as long as you fit into the mold that we say you belong to. So then
Mhm.
it's just a more richer, fuller relationships and living. So good for you, Dawn.
It really is. And it's like my circle gets a little smaller every day, it seems like. But the
But
people in that
richer.
circle, absolutely. The
Mm-hmm.
people in that circle, they truly love me. They
Mm-hmm.
truly love themselves. They're truly make it where you really are better and stronger together
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
in that space. And to me, that's so much more richer and like
Mm-hmm.
actually more living than that space where we just let everybody in and let everybody crush us and let everybody try to
Mm-hmm.
please everyone else and lose ourselves,
Yeah.
It's like it's so much more costly to stay there
Yeah.
than to be over here in my own little authentic space where I am safe, and I am me, period,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
unapologetically, you know?
And you doing that a lot gives other people the space to do that too. So you model
Yeah.
that. Whether, I think whether we talk to people about it or not, you just living that,
Hmm.
someone is going to notice that, and you'll be a role model to somebody that you probably don't even know about.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's what I'm passionate about as a therapist too,
Mm-hmm.
because it's like, wait, no, 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 you matter. Like we
Mm-hmm.
want you. We want you
Mm-hmm.
and your authentic self. Like, because and I tell people all the time, I don't just want you to heal. I want you to live. I want you to
Yes.
thrive. I want you to
Yes. Life is
dream,
too short.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I feel like that is how we're going to heal the world by everyone healing themselves and
Mm-hmm.
becoming their authentic selves and then living in their passion, living in what they're truly gifted in. They are i- authentically themselves. When we're all doing that, can you imagine,
Oh yeah, that
Melissa?
there's a quote, and I'm gonna mess up his name. It's Thoreau, I think. To the world needs more people to do what makes them truly come alive.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's so true. And I think
Mm-hmm.
as we experience that ourselves, I feel like I'm dabbling in it, and it's like you just want more of it, but you want more people to experience it and
Mm-hmm.
realize that it is possible,
Yes.
you know?
Yeah.
And I'll also say we only get one life. I
Yes.
want you to live the damn thing,
It is short, man. It is
Yeah.
short, and we want it to be full. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. So if there were kind of women listening to this today, what is your message to them? And I
Mm-hmm.
say women because I work with women and this is
Mm-hmm.
a woman's kind of podcast. But
Yeah.
even though I know my brother listens and he's the man, but
Oh, that's sweet. That's
he's
supportive.
he's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but for the women that are listening today, what would be your message to
Mm-hmm.
them?
It's like you don't need my permission, but it's okay to be you, and it's important that you figure out or find out who that is if you ever feel lost or stuck.
Yeah.
Because I know, like, I like a good midlife crisis, is what I say, but because we
Yeah.
also keep evolving as humans too.
Mm,
And so sometimes we might have come from a very good, full, rich season. Maybe it's careers or jobs or kids, or
yeah.
relationships, and we keep evolving. If we know that we keep evolving, then my interests may change. My abilities are certainly changing. Um, then it's okay to keep examining what is my life, and who am I now? What is it for this season of my life? And it's not that one I'm going to judge it, or begrudge it, or think that it was wrong. It's just
Mm,
not right for me now or moving forward. So I think just keep acknowledging that you are worth knowing, you are
mm,
worth being, and it's okay to take the time to figure out who you are and what you need at any stage, age, or season of your life. And then to honor,
yes.
listen to that voice moving forward, because it will
Mm,
change who you are in the present, how you feel and live in your life, and how you live that out moving forward. So I
mhm,
would say that.
mm. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Thanks.
Um, so I have a few questions that I ask everyone.
Okay.
Um,
Rapid fire. Is it rapid fire round? Are we there yet?
but first of all, as a trauma therapist,
Mhm.
What do you think little Melissa would say to you today?
Melissa would think that I am a freaking badass. Like
Yes.
I have a picture of like Brené has this exercise like to find a picture of you. Yes.
Yes. Oh, we both have one.
You
That's
are a badass. Yep.
awesome. Yeah.
Um, it's a picture of me. I think I was probably like 7 years old. It's where I feel like I am. It's my most authentic self, like a representation of me.
Mm,
My hair's in my eyes. I am in a dress, and I'm barefoot in the grass playing with a dog. Um,
mm,
but it just feels like she is unabashedly herself
yes.
and free and messy and all the things. And when if I really think, and it's funny that you asked that, I know that was
Yeah.
neat. I wasn't expecting to answer it that way, but if
Yeah.
that girl saw me now, um,
Mm,
she would never think that the things that I'm doing are possible.
yes.
Living a full, rich life. And I don't mean like, it doesn't mean like success or things like that. It's just a free and full and fun, rich life. She'd think it'd be pretty
Mm,
badass.
hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
so
wish I
sweet.
had that picture here because she's cute.
I know. She's so cute.
But
And
she'd be proud.
what would what would you say to her?
Ugh, so much.
Mm,
It's not so much her. I would want to talk to more 13-year-old, 16-year-old, 18, 21, 28,
mm,
30. It'd be like I would just want to say it's okay to love yourself first. You really are enough as you are.
mm,
Um, just go try. Be
yeah.
courageous. You'll be more proud of the things that you tried than selling yourself short because you just
Mm,
didn't think you could, or um, out of fears or insecurities or all the labels of you're too sensitive or too emotional. Well,
mhm.
and I know that I was moody, but I've learned what that is now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would just say I would
Mm,
want her just to have more emotional resilience, but again, you just gotta live with, learn to live and learn. So,
yeah. Yeah. So much love, huh?
hmm
Just
hmm
so much love. So our podcast is called Not That Girl Anymore.
hmm
Okay.
hmm
So what does that mean to you, Melissa?
I use a lot of words for what I wish would be short answers that could be on a bumper sticker, but um,
Yes.
um, I'm not that girl anymore that lives from
Mm,
shame or not enough.
yeah.
I am still the girl that has it. I think to a degree we're all
Yeah.
going to have it, but I'm not the girl that lives from it anymore.
Yes. Yes.
Um, so that's what I mean by that,
Mm,
that I've learned that I'm not going to be everything. I don't have to be everything to be everything I need to be.
yes.
Uh,
Oh,
I know.
yeah. No,
We're gonna have
wait,
to
that
replay
write
that.
that
That sounded good.
down.
We're gonna
Yeah.
have to replay that. I don't
Yeah.
have to be okay, Dawn.
Yes.
I don't have to be everything to be everything I need to be.
Mm, mm, yeah.
Yeah. So what was the question?
Not that girl anymore. What
Not
does it
that girl
mean
anymore.
to
That
you?
that she lives from enoughness now. She lives from a place of
Yes.
being enough as she is. Messy and all. Not perfect.
Yes. Yes.
Certainly not perfect. Um, but
Mm,
yeah,
yeah. I love
enough.
that.
hmm
I love
Uh,
that.
as again, I hate to keep quoting Brene because yeah, but um, I am imperfect and I am enough. So
Yes.
that's where it
Yes.
lands.
And isn't that just human? You know,
hmm hmm
it's just
hmm
this beautiful part of just being human and being who you are.
Yeah,
You know, I
yeah.
love that.
And then just helping other people try to do the same
Yeah.
by healing
So,
hurts and wounds and histories and things.
mm, yeah,
Yes,
that's the good stuff. We have the best jobs, don't we?
it's a lot, but yes, I agree.
I know. When we get to watch the light bulbs come on though, you
hmm
know, and the
hmm
people get empowered,
Yeah,
and it's just so beautiful.
yeah.
Okay, so Melissa, tell us, what are you excited about right now?
Well, I'm really excited about what we're building at the Authenticity Center. I gotta say, like, this
Mm,
team has come together so organically, that
Mm.
it does feel authentic. It's
Yes.
not a cliche, but
Right.
I love that we're able to build the community for the counselors here to have feel like a good place to work, and also the clinical
Mm.
skills, the compassion to really serve a diverse community. I'm super excited about that.
Hmm.
Personally, I am in musical theater, and I'm a theater geek. Yeah, so I'm excited about a show I'm directing this summer for seniors. I do a lot of air quotes, but um, for seniors age 55 and up. But
Oh.
yeah, so it's 55. The oldest one in the cast is 78. So I love that they are getting this theater and fun performance experience.
Wow.
Um, I'm going
That's
to visit some
awesome.
girlfriends in Seattle next week. And
Nice.
yeah, that's what I'm excited about.
And Melissa sings. And
Yes. Yes. And Dawn is one of our raving fans.
yeah. One of my favorite things is going to the Mexican restaurant and having margaritas and singing
And singing
along.
along with Mel and John. Yes. I don't know when we're going to be back there. I'm hoping like June or July, but yeah, I'll
Yeah.
keep you posted.
I brought some friends last time and I think we have some
I think
lifelong
y'all had some good,
fans. I
good,
think
good
so.
time.
Well, Melissa, thank you so much for being here. And thank you just for being who you are, like this
Mhm.
beautiful human with just such a huge heart, so much compassion, so much love, and also like such a boundary badass, you know? It's like such an awesome it's just beautiful. I'm truly honored to know you. I'm so thankful that I get to be a part of the Authenticity Center. I so appreciate everything that you teach me, how you pour into me, how you know, drag me along with you and kick me in the ass sometimes.
Come on out, duckling. Come out.
I'm that girl that does need a little kick in the ass sometimes.
But you're
Uh,
doing like talk about courageous action, man. You just you said I want this and I'm gonna do it, and you are just showing up for yourself. So that's awesome.
I
So it's my
appreciate that.
honor to work with you. Yeah, like with you
Well,
alongside you. So yeah, thanks.
thank you. You're amazing at what you do, and you are a gift to this
Mm,
world. So keep
thanks.
shining, sis. And
Let's,
I'm so thankful that we get to do this together.
me too.
Okay?
Me too. Do
Well,
you
thank you
boo?
guys. Do you,
Do
boo?
you boo?
Do you, boo? I love that. That's one of my favorite things. I remember that from your TED Talk, which, by the way, how can they find your TED Talk?
Dude, I don't know. They
You don't even know.
I don't think they recorded it probably very well, so I don't think it's making the light of day. But
Okay.
I
But
just
you
know
did
that so
that.
I
You
got
did that.
pictures. I did that. Yes.
You
Thank
did
you for
that.
asking. We'll clip that out.
Yeah. And how can they find you online?
TheAuthenticityCenter.com. Melissa
Okay.
Bowen on LinkedIn, or Facebook, Instagram, all the things.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for being here, Melissa. Thank you,
Thanks,
everyone
Dawn.
else, for being here. You guys remember you matter. Your
Mhm.
story matters. Your pain matters. Your dreams matter.
Amen.
And you're not that girl anymore. Hey, friend, just a quick note. I am a licensed therapist, but this podcast isn't therapy. It's not meant to diagnose or treat anything. It's here to offer you support, encouragement, and real conversation. If you're struggling, please reach out to a trusted professional. You are not alone, and you are so worthy of healing. Even if your voice shakes, keep using it. Your healing matters. If you're ready to go deeper, you can book a session by clicking the link in the show notes or visiting our website, embraceyourbrave.org, to learn more about our therapy and trauma-informed coaching options. Let's explore how we can walk this journey together. You are not alone. Embrace your brave, sis. You're not that girl anymore.